Hello everyone and welcome to I Love Smoochie. Today we're going to be making instant cucumber, Catalina, regular, and spicy salsa Chow. Now here are our ingredients. We're going to be using cilantro, cucumber, lemon, tomato, jalapeno pepper, yellow sweet onion, and these are the 3 jars we're going to put them in. Apple cider vinegar, sugar, salsa, salt, black pepper, creamy French dressing, Catalina dressing, zesty Italian dressing, and hot sauce. Now let's get started. Now the items we're going to be using today are 3 mason jars. The 2 larger ones we're going to be using for the original cucumber Chow and for the Catalina cucumber Chow. The smaller one's going to be for the spicy salsa cucumber Chow. Now let you see my beautiful basket. I mean, isn't it just colorful? It's so nice. All this goody yumminess. Oh yes. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut up 3 cucumbers. Now, I'm not going to talk all the way through on cutting these cucumbers, but I'm just going to be slicing them. You can slice them this thick, or you can slice them a little thinner, and you can even cut them down the middle, whatever is your specification, okay? Okay, next we're going to be using 5 tomatoes. Now with these tomatoes, you're going to be using, you can get the sweet kind, or, it doesn't matter what type of tomatoes you use, because you're going to put all the same seasoning in it anyway, okay? But I'm just going to dice up 5 tomatoes, and I'm going to put it in the glass bowl because we're going to have some type of routine working here when it comes down to layering these jars. Next, we're going to be using a large sweet yellow onion. And I'm just going to cut it up regularly. I'm not dicing, but I'm just going to slice it, and then I'm going to cut it down the middle so it won't be so much. Next, I'm going to be using a half a lemon to squeeze the juice inside of the Mexican cucumber Chow. And then I'm going to get a half a bunch of cilantro and I'm going to roughly chop that. Next, I'm going to be using 2 jalapeno peppers, and I'm going to slice those. When it's time to layer them inside of the jar, I'm going to kind of de-seed some of it. I'm going to leave some seeds in, but not all of them. Now here's for the fun part. Let's get to layering. I'm going to be using about 5 to 9 cucumbers each jar per layer. So what you're going to see is that I'm just trying to make sure that the jars are equivalent to each other. The jar on the right hand side is the original cucumber cha-cha, and the one on the left hand side is the Catalina cucumber cha-cha. Okay, next I'm going to be using a half a cup of the onions that I sliced, and that's per layer. I'm going to use a half a cup of tomatoes for each jar as well, and that's per layer. Next, we're just going to be repeating these steps of the layering process, and then I will come back to you with the different seasonings that we're going to put into each jars. Okay, now we're going to be using 3/4 a teaspoon of salt, and that is per jar. Now, if you choose not to put any salt in it, that's fine, but I'm using salt. So next we're going to be using the same, about 3/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper in each jar. Next, we're going to be using sugar, and we're going to use about 2 tablespoons of sugar for each jar. Okay, now we're going to use apple cider vinegar, and we're going to use about 1.5 tablespoons of that into each jar. Next, we're going to be using a zesty Italian dressing. And I just got to get that lid. Have problems with the lid. But anyway, we're going to use about 4 tablespoons of that in each jar. Next, we're going to get the creamy French dressing, and we're going to use 1 tablespoon of that for each jar as well. Now here, we're going to be using the classic Catalina dressing, and we're only going to be using it for 1 jar, not the other one. So it's just going to be for the left jar, and it's going to be about 6 tablespoons of that. get both lids. And we're going to make sure that the jars are tightened securely. And then we're going to shake things up a little bit. All right, now it's time to shake, shake, shake. We're going to have fun with this. Alright, now here goes. This is the Catalina and regular cucumber cha-cha. Okay, now we're going to do the spicy cucumber salsa cha-cha. And we're going to add from 5 to 9 cucumbers per layer. And then we're going to add a half a cup of onions per layer. After that, we're going to add a half a cup of tomatoes per layer. Okay, now I'm going to put in some jalapeno peppers. And I'm going to use about 5 to 6 slices of them. Right now I'm just kind of de-seeding some of them a little bit. But if you want yours to be spicy, then just keep the seeds in them. Now I'm just going to use half of this cilantro that I chopped earlier. And after this, we're just going to repeat these steps over again. Next, I'm going to get that half of a lemon and I'm just going to squeeze it into the jar. And next, we're going to use a half of teaspoon of salt. Next, we're going to use a half of teaspoon of black pepper. Next, we're going to use 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. Next, we're going to use the zesty Italian dressing. I have to shake it up first. And we're going to use 4 tablespoons of that. Now next, we're going to be using salsa. Now you can use any type of salsa, but we're going to use 3 tablespoons of that. Next, I'm going to be using 4 tablespoons of any hot sauce. Do not worry, it is not going to spill over. I'm just going to pour a little bit at a time, and then I'm going to press it down so the hot sauce can go to the bottom, and then I'm going to pour the rest of it. Okay, now I'm just going to put the rest of that cilantro in there. And I'm going to press it down again. Just make sure everything is in there. And then I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of sugar. Just 1. Okay, next I'm going to get the lid and I'm going to screw it on tightly. And we're just going to shake, shake, shake. So you can have a little fun by doing this recipe. You see how much fun I'm having? Now here it is. The spicy cucumber salsa cha-cha. Well, I hope you enjoyed my recipes of my regular Catalina and spicy salsa cucumber cha-chas. Remember to keep these refrigerated, and also you can eat it on greens or you can eat it by itself. If you love these recipes that I presented to you today, come back and leave a comment, okay? Because they just make me feel good and want me to just, show you more recipes of things that I know how to cook. All right, now as you can see, Smoochie wants my undivided attention and he wants a little camera time. Him and Spider-Man. So I'm just going to let him have the floor, okay?